to talk about, if you see the title, the three R's in funding. So, I don't know if you are new to this channel, but I primarily talk about credit, how to leverage credit to be able to invest in real estate. That could be personal or business credit. And so recently, been posting a lot of testimonials of individuals that I'm working with and some of the results that I've have gotten for them. So some of the recent results. If you follow me on Instagram at Brown-Phillips, you'll see some of the snapshots of the funding amounts that some of these individuals have gotten, up to 80K, up to 100. I featured a client of mine named Tangela. She's in the Louisiana market, pre-approved for 80, just finished funding, has gotten over 100K, term loan for 30. I'm losing track, about 90 something in strategic credit lines. And I really never like to put those numbers out there because I never want to mislead people into thinking that those results can happen for everyone. Because one, let me share with you why they can't happen for everyone. One, everyone is not coachable. What do I mean by that? A lot of people who have reached out to me, want to learn more, want to, be able to work with. There is a qualification to even get invited to the dance, as I like to say, to be able to get to to even get to the point of us discussing what is available to you. That's for starters. And two, once again, talking about being coachable, a lot of people do come into this space, looking for funding, thinking that they know how to do it or how to get the results. And as I did in my last video, there are a slew of people, a lot of people, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Instagram, who can help you get 10, 5,000, maybe even 15. But anything north of 50,000, it's a very slim chance of doing it. They may have gotten that for themselves. Not going to say that. They have definitely may have gotten that for themselves. But to be able to translate that to another person, to another individual, to help them to get that funding is where the gap is, because a lot of people don't realize that there is strategy that goes into helping someone get north of $50,000. It's not just go to this website and fill out this credit card application and cross your fingers and think that it's going to happen. It's not create a Dun and Bradstreet, get some net trade lines, and let's see what happens. It's not those things. So that leads me to this video, the three R's of funding. So for those who say, hey, Lorelia, I don't want to leverage personal credit. I want to be able to get business credit solely on my business. And I always say, you know what, in order for you not to waste your time, because most people out here will waste your time, or you may even try to look for a lender yourself, and may mislead you. And what happens is you get a whole bunch of inquiries on your credit report and you're upset. And so it leaves me to this. Here is your Richter scale to determine, am I, is my business, its entity, ready for funding? And it boils down to three things, the three R's: real estate, revenue, and receivables. Let me say that again. Real estate, revenue, and receivables. The three R's. That is for the individual who says, I want business funding. I want business credit solely on my business. But many people don't have that. They don't own no real estate. If they have any revenue, they're not at a minimum generating at least 10K. That is documented. They have no receivables on their books because they don't keep any books. But yet still they want a lender to lend to them money to their business just because they have an LLC. And that's the biggest racket going. So most people come to me and say, Lorelia, I have the LLC. And I say, great, congratulations. Now let's talk. How much revenue are you bringing in? Crickets. Exactly. The 3 R's. Real estate, revenue, and receivables. It's real easy. There's no magic to it. It's no magic. But as I was saying, you ask the people, you ask the persons, what kind of revenue you're bringing in? Crickets. You own any real estate? No. Receivables. They look at you with 2 heads. What's that? But yet and still, you want 50K or more in funding. And it's like I told a lady the other day, this is not the place. I am not the person who is shucking and jiving Dun & Bradstreet and Net 30 accounts. It has its place. Don't get me wrong. It has its place. Right now in the marketplace, I'm going to share a secret with you. There are lenders out there that lend on and help individuals get business funding and business credit. But they realize that there is a whole segment of the market that is untapped that really they ignored because they know that many individuals who come to them don't have the 3 R's. But for years, they ignored this segment of the market. And so they realized that how about we sell people on that we can help them build business credit, and then eventually they'll get it. So what you have right now in a marketplace, you have individuals, lay people who have no lender affiliation, who binged out on a whole bunch of YouTube videos, and now they go out there and say, I can help you build a business credit. And then you have lenders who have realized that there's a segment of the market that they really ignored. Those were like denials, people that they knew they weren't going to work with. But they realized the income opportunity that was there, where they said, you know what, we can sell these individuals on. We're going to help them build business credit. But they clearly know that these individuals don't have the 3 R's. So this is what you're left with. And this is what's happening. Like I said, I am revealing what people don't want to tell you. So even after you go through the whole process of, I'm going to help you build business credit, you still are left without the 3 R's. So you have a lender or person who is helping you build business credit, but doesn't mean building it is going to help you get access to it. Two different things. That's just like saying, you know what, I am going to or hire someone to create me an LLC. Don't mean the LLC gonna make money. Don't mean you as the business owner gonna make money just because the LLC was created. So ladies and gentlemen, understand, if you really feel like, hey, I want to do this myself, use the Richter scale. Real estate, receivables, revenue. If you feel like that you are solid and you know you have those, and when I talk revenue, I'm talking on the minimum. Lenders are looking at 120K per year. That equates to $10,000 per month. And if you know you don't fall in that segment, then now that's where strategy comes in. That's what I help people with doing. That is how, when I know, okay, this business owner doesn't have this. Now, of course, we're not talking about nothing illegal. I ain't hoping them doing nothing illegal. Because you may be wondering, well, Lorelia, if you're working with individuals who may be new to real estate, I've seen the testimonials, or they may not be a seasoned business owner, and how are they doing it? And that's where leverage comes in at. But then once again, it's got to be done with strategy, because you got a whole bunch of people on YouTube just telling you to just go to websites and apply for stuff. And what happens is, or the biggest thing is that they have a list. So we're going to give you a list, and these are the lenders, what's their credit score, what credit bureau they pulled from, and that's how you're going to do it. And each time people fall on their face. So by the time they get to me, it's really, like, I'll be honest with the person. I tell people, I'm not going to sell you snake oil. I'm not going to have you thinking that I can help you do something that I can't do, because I want to be very selective with the people that I work with. Don't want to work with everyone. I only want to work with people that I know that I can truly help them. I'm not in no convincing business, because the model has been proven. Those are real funding approval letters that I show with personal information blacked out. Those are real people on those videos. So understand, that's why I'm not doing, the big money grab like most people are doing. They're selling you on outdated information that's never going to help you, that's never going to help you get to the money. And what happens is it leaves you with a sour taste in your mouth, where you're wondering, is this even for real? And what happens is that you delay any success you could have had, because you are skeptical. And I know I'm mishmashing a whole lot of stuff, but that's why I always say, look at the fruits from the tree. Are there any results? Most of the time, are the people who are sharing the information, do they have the results? Yeah. But it's a difference of a person having the results and then being able to translate that to you. So that's why I do, my free game Fridays, where I'm sharing with you different strategies and processes. You can go to neverloseadeal.com. These are for individuals who are looking to leverage credit to invest in real estate. That's primarily my focus now. So, I'm not interested in working with nobody who has a trucking business. I'm not interested in working with nobody who has, what do they call that? E-commerce, or someone who is doing a vending machine. I primarily work with individuals in real estate, because I'm a big advocate of, if you leverage debt that's creating cash flow for you, it's a win-win. And that is what I'm going to talk about in my next upcoming free game Friday. I'm going to show you a real life case study of a client of mine who's leveraging debt, the asset that she's looking to buy, how much is going to cash flow, and how it's a win-win. But once again, this is a very advanced strategy. It's not for everyone to try to take part in, because I get it. Some people really have not gotten to the point where they know how to manage that type of debt. And so for some people, they need to continue to subscribe to the Dave Ramsey model. Stay debt free, buy real estate in cash. But if you are really looking for the fastest way to be able to acquire, wealth and assets, to leverage other people's money, and that's what I'm going to talk about. And it's not the what is it, humdum or humdrum or whatever information that's on the internet with the Dun and Bradstreet and the net 30s or what have you. I have yet to find the results of the person who built these net 30s and at the end of it got access to some money. Like, did they get access to, $500 or 1,000? Yeah. Or 1,500, maybe even 10. But I'm talking about north of 50,000. So once again, if you're interested in that type of information, go to www dot, like I said, Free Game Friday, neverloseadeal.com. There you will be on my email communication list, where I talk about, you know, the these same things in terms of leveraging credit. If you do want to have a strategy session and see, you have to apply for it to see if you are someone that it could be a good fit, because unfortunately I can't work with everyone. I'm not interested in trying to convince people that it works. It's been proven. The information is documented. If you're new to this channel, go to my testimonials part of this YouTube channel, and you'll see the real stories of those individuals who are getting results. Or if you want to see some of them pre-approvals, go to my Instagram. Not really there that much, but I have a presence there. You can go to Lorelia B. Phillips. Yeah, Lorelia B. Phillips on Instagram. So once again, look forward to talking to you in the next video.